Hey guys, welcome to African Empire, where we create content that is affordable, quick and easy, and will definitely give you the glow that you're looking for, the glow that you deserve, the glow that I know for real, that is yours. So guys, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're just passing by, checking the channel out, be sure to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I hope you enjoy this video as much as I'm nervously enjoying it. So guys, with this one, before we get started, we are going to be talking about some of my independence on this diary session. Before I say too much, let's get to it. So guys, I'm gonna start with the backstory as I always do. And I must say that I'm so proud of everyone for voting. I'm so proud of what you guys did. So we are hoping for change. As much as at some point I was also nervous about this voting thingy that is gonna happen right now, the elections in South Africa. So yeah guys, let's talk about my diary session today. So today I just wanted to talk about a bit of my independence and where it all started and the specific location that gave birth to my independence. When I talk about my independence, I'm not talking about finding a job, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about where it all started for me to even say, I'm moving out of home, I'm going to stay alone now, I'm going to start and teach myself life. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about that in just a second. So to just bring a backstory to you guys, fast forward to my life, fast forward. Okay, fine. I am just this young girl, you guys. At this point, my mom has passed away for so many months. No, not months, years now. And we are fast forwarding to this point of my life now whereby I got a chance to stay with my dad. So here I am staying with my dad because of school. With the school that I was going to go to, he was the one closer to it. So I had to relocate from where I was to moving to him. And then I started staying with him. That's also where we started rekindling a lot of our relationship. And I started also understanding his side of the story because remember, I had to learn about this guy in those few years when I started moving in with him, what type of man he was, his side of the story. Because growing up, I only knew my mom's side of the story and a bit of his because my mom wasn't the type of woman that will talk bad on a parent, like on his other former partners, like for instance my dad in this case. So he didn't really talk toxic things. She didn't really, excuse me, she didn't really talk any toxic things about him when growing up. That's why I had to understand the family dynamics that I was growing into. And as I told you guys, my blended family situation, for you guys to understand me a little better on my diary session and also get to know this girl from Africa that just came here on the channel to just talk about all things African beauty, but to get a bit of her background as well. These are to inspire guys, these are to just bring you guys closer to me and for you guys to understand me better, for you guys to know who you've subscribed to. Okay, so yeah, basically that's why I started these diary sessions, to expose myself, which I hate, but also to just give you guys a piece of me so that you guys can also relate and get inspiration of my journey as well to up to here. Okay guys, so I was there with my dad. He was like basically being a parent to me, raising me for that period. And then from there, I had to now move because of work. Like I've always moved because of work. And I had to now start my independence because the transportation was too much for me. So I had to move. So basically this video was inspired by me talking about the locations that have changed my life basically. So yeah, we are talking about my independence on this one. I don't know if I've brought that to your attention. But if I did, sorry for repeating myself. I'm a bit nervous today. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, guys, basically the location that we're talking about today is the Val. So Val, we're talking of Vereniging, Three Rivers, Van der Bay, which is gonna put them all in one. I'm just gonna just touch on those ones. I know there's Sibukengi, Palm Springs, and a lot of places, Everton, Mabonje, Val. This video is dedicated to the Val nations, the Valley people. So yeah, that's where I was staying with my dad, and that's where I started staying alone. So I had the conversation, of course, with my father, and we had an agreement that okay, he was not, of course, as any father, he was not like all for it on the go, but it was a decision that had to be made. Fast forward, he agreed, and then now I had to go into teaching myself about independence, about my independence, basically about life. That's where my adulting really kicked in, like on the rails, right? Okay, Shabo. Kiko Valley life at Val was so nice, but not as easy as I thought it would be, because remember, I'm getting to know this guy. On top of that, okay, I'm at a point where now I need to acclimatize to the environment as well. So I'll remember, guys, on my other videos, I've always told you guys that I have lived in so many different places. So this is me unfolding that layer now in my life, saying okay, these are the places I was talking about, right? So yeah, Val brought a lot of my independence, because that's when I started to get introduction of what it means to stay alone, what it means to buy kettles, cutlery, what it means to make sure the lights are on, to switch on the light bulb, to make sure, because I was at Three Rivers, so I was far from my dad because he was in Palm Springs that side. So I was at Three Rivers at the time, and I was starting to adjust to the environment, how I will have to budget from groceries with the amount of money I was getting, and also be considerate of my loved ones, as you guys know from my previous videos. If you guys haven't watched them, please do, so that you can get how everything is unfolding along the lines. So yeah, and then that's when I had to like get introduction to real independence, because I was alone, moving into this small place that I was staying in, which was okay, because very shame for me it was an upgrade, because I always wanted my own space to also learn the type of human being that I am. So it brought a lot of my independence. I was working, I would come home, I had to cook for myself. For those of you that think staying alone is a goal, it's nice, this video is for you to consider these things that I'm talking about and to learn something from them. But also, if you're a person that has moved out of home already, then you know what I'm talking about. You can also relate the struggles that come with it. If also you're a person like me who wanted to do things by themselves, I'm a person that, guys, I don't like to asking for help much. So I'm a person that doesn't mind working their way up until it gets to where it gets, because it helps me to learning, also understanding myself, because you know what, for you to learn you must go through this. But now I'm understanding I don't always have to be like that, but we'll get to that. So yeah, so the study session was triggered by that, to just tell you guys about my independence. Guys, it was not easy. Can I tell you, it was not easy, from the moving to my dad giving me some of the items for me to move in with, which was so generous of him. I will always love him for that, and also for other things. So yeah, I had to move from me organizing the transportation to me moving into this eco place where it's empty. There's these Facebook jokes or memes that are usually posted, whereby you'd find a person with maybe you see those bathing beds that you can buy to just pump it up and start, like, when they say the only money I had was rent money at the time. And then, of course, see, yeah, with my independence, I was fully independent. Like my dad said, "Okay, this is the. Are you sure? Is that what you want to do?" I said, "Yes." I think part of my family didn't understand what I was doing, and also they didn't have faith in me. She mama say go to jail. They thought, "Oh, someone." Like they didn't have faith in me. Shit, that's the energy I was. I must say. So yeah, I okay. Plus, Nami shame. I was not promising because I was this slender girl wanting to take life on her own. Barely enjoy. No one would think I can do it. I don't blame them. Okay. So yeah, guys. Then I moved, and then yeah, fine. Yeah, I'm closer to worky, to the work I was doing at the time. Ah, guys, with me, there's no shame in my game. With every step that I've taken to getting to where I am, I've got no shame about it. Like, it is what it is. It had to happen. I'm so grateful, in fact, of my journey thus far. So yeah, guys, Val just brought my independence in that state, Yogoti. I started staying alone from the Val. That's the first place I actually got the confidence to say, you know what, I'm gonna stay alone. And also, guys, it helps I don't know, I've said it before. Wuthi, I mean, also, so you'd find that I had old friends by that time that were already staying alone. But also, some people's situations are not the same. So, of course, they gave me so much confidence as well, and how much they've always believed in me. So, Jay, while people, what I love about them is the confidence. Like, they will speak their minds. They are not scared. They will tell you, that's how it's said. Which means they'll tell you what is as is. Yeah, understand? So, yeah. Ah, guys, it wouldn't have been any other place. Oh, my speech. It wouldn't have been any other place. Like, it had to be the Val. And looking down now, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been how many years now? 7 to 8 years now. I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm so happy for that move because at least it brought a lot of awakening in me. Like, I became a responsible human being from bottom to top, to when I have to lock the door, making sure everything is switched off, to making sure also I'm buying a brand new light bulb if it's needed. Njabona nje, irresponsibility. Yes, and the people who were supporting me at that time, the people who were on my corner, who were there by my side, oh my gosh, I'll always be grateful. Like, I wouldn't have done it, you know. And it has always been external people, like, when it comes to that, because it wasn't anybody that I was like related to by blood teaching me, Yeah, so Val definitely brought my independence and responsibility to life. Like, it came alive there because I had to prove to myself first because I can do it. And I had to prove also to my family because they didn't believe in me, I guess. So I had to prove to them, Uti, guys, I can do it. And looking down now on the years, looking back rather, I'm like, yo, I'm so grateful. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah. Yo, yeah, and yeah, I got also an opportunity recently to take one of my Durban friends to Val, and the first thing they said when they got there was, yo, women here are not scared. Like, they are not scared. I was like, yes, Val people are like that. Like, scared for what? The confidence is on another level. Minaji, that's one memory I can remember about Val. And also, go-getters, females there, I'm not go-getters, they will tell you right now, and they definitely do it. So I believe it was the best place. So if I was to say anything to Val right now, Val, thank you for raising me, and thank you so much for all the memories that we created. Ooh, thank you so much for the lessons. Thank you for the responsibility. And with that being said, I hope if you're gonna move out of home, you are ready. And first of all, you must have the confidence, Yako Valley, that you can do it. And then second of all, just believe in yourself and on pace, on race, take it with your own pace. Don't want to go out now living alone because your friends have so much freedom or because you feel like it's a cool thing to do. Guys, it's not easy. When I say it's not easy, you have to be really disciplined. You have to be really focused. You need to know what you want, where you're gonna get to for you to start that journey. If you already are living alone, I want to say, how is the loneliness? Because that's one thing people don't talk about. If you were to ask me, there will be a point whereby you miss family dynamics, whereby you're watching TV, but you're wishing for that family energy. You would say, "Ayo, Bona, what?" There will be the time. So yeah, with that being said, I want to appreciate myself and also the people that have been holding me down. And also my dad, guys. Kudos to that old man for giving me the blessing to say, okay, I hear you. Because I sat down, we literally sat down. It was a whole meeting. Yo, I had to have a thick skin to say yes, I'm doing it. Regardless, I needed to say yes, I'm doing it. Because shame, old man was not for it, but as time went and time went where he came to see where I was, shame, you could see with all my daughter, shame. I don't know what he was thinking in his head, but it was an energy of, I can see you trying. At least you trying. you know. And I'm still trying until today. I'm still trying. I'm not yet where I want to be. Trust me, I'm not yet where I want to be. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this diary session, unfolding appreciation on where it all started with my responsibility journey. So yeah, guys, this is part of my internal healing, getting my glow in and out. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys definitely on my next one. Thank you so much. See you guys. Bye bye.